Oh, I gotta grab one prop before we start.
Oh God, Sam. Today, I'm done with the no news aspect of Genius Bar. I'm done just grasping for straws. I had to bring in the big guns.
Oh,
I brought with me
got Tim.
The Sara Dietschy of it all. Sara
The
Dietschy.
big guns.
Basically Tim Cook.
She's
Let's
back.
go, everybody.
We brought her back. We had to
the
track her
internet,
down.
Back to Genius Bar. Back to the world.
you know what?
You guys are my like I'm back.
This is
There
it.
you go.
Now you feel back.
Thank
Okay.
And
this
you know
is how I
what?
like it.
Now we're talking about going back, guys. I think it's time to bring my old self back. Special
Oh my
for this
God, we're back on
episode.
Genius Bar,
We've got
Sam
the
Kohl.
clear glasses back for this episode. I just feel like we have to. Yeah, it almost feels like a family.
I'm gonna be honest. When you said you needed to go get a prop, I was expecting so much more. Sam.
Oh yeah, same. I was expecting like something cool.
Sorry.
Wait, is this you officially going back to that look on Genius Bar like it starts today?
I don't think so. I feel like
Or is this a
I feel
one-off?
like it makes me look like a gnome a little bit in some way. I don't know.
What?
I don't know how I feel about these. I feel like I'm still on the search for the perfect
Are you
glasses.
sure those are the same glasses?
They are. They are.
How do we know? Do we know this for sure?
Yes. They're literally. I mean,
Because they don't look like the same.
maybe it's because I've aged, John. Maybe it's because
I
I'm an
guess
old
so.
man.
How old
now.
are you now?
I just
How old?
turned 66.
Oh damn!
Wow.
Yeah. No, I turned
Passed me.
26, and yeah, I'm feeling old. Sarah, I feel like we have a lot to catch up on.
It's
So
been
much.
years.
And I have something to say. When I left the internet and went and had a baby,
Okay.
John, you were very pessimistic about Vision Pro, and Sam was stoked. And I caught up on some episodes, and now I'm so
Yikes.
confused.
What do you mean you
Because
you
I
had to
feel
catch
like
up on
I-
Vision Pro,
I
Sarah?
I feel like you guys are the opposite now.
First of all, what do you mean you had to catch up? You weren't watching actively in all of your turmoil?
No, I actually wasn't. I was
That's
very
that's
unplugged.
shocking to
And
me.
So I do have I saw some stuff on Twitter and things, and
Yeah.
I watched like 2 Genius Bar episodes. I forget which ones, and I was very confused because y'all's opinions were so much more different than I thought.
I did not
because
expect to be
3
thrown
months
into
ago,
this.
4 months ago,
Uh-huh.
it was flipped.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure your listeners don't need you guys to unpack that again, but I was just very surprised that we got some flippy flopping.
Okay, that's quite the wording there for what occurred. I think it was a natural
know.
occurrence.
Yeah.
Sam being the younger, less emotionally intelligent person.
Literally untrue. I'm like 3 times your emotional intelligence you'd ever.
That's
wish
not
you'd
true.
have, Prosser.
I think
Roasted.
all that happened was Vision Pro
Yeah.
came out, and like the mature adults that we are, that I am, I gave it a chance, a shot, and it convinced me otherwise. It changed my mind. Sam,
Okay.
I can't speak for Sam, but I think we lost our boy somewhere in the launch of Vision Pro. I think he's been replaced with somebody else. And this is something that I've been dealing with on a weekly basis alone by myself with nobody to talk to. So I'm glad that you're here for this therapy session because I think there's an imposter among us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the only
Yeah,
reason.
I mean, all of our episodes, I feel like turn into therapy. But hey, maybe it can be like an Apple-focused therapy. So please explain why,
Yeah.
how, Sam.
Sam,
No,
explain
I-
yourself.
I mean, there's not much to say. I'm gonna do a video about this, but I think Vision Pro for me is just the first time. Well, first of all, I still use it, and it's still really cool, and it's magical in certain ways. There's no even point to mention that because people are just gonna care about like nobody really listens to context, so they're just gonna be like either love or hate. That's what I'm categorized as. But I really am quite in the middle for the product. I do find some of it, like the watching movies, incredible. I find the resolution of the screens to be really good overall. I think the gestures are great when they work. The eye tracking's pretty good most of the time. Like, I just feel like VR headsets inherently kind of suck, and I just want an AR thing, and we got a VR thing, and Apple's acting like it's not a VR thing, but like at the end of the day, it's a VR thing. And I mean, I don't use it unless I'm watching movies. Like, there's only one thing to do on Vision Pro, and it's watch movies. And if that's worth $4,000, hell yeah. I think it is worth $4,000 sometimes for that. But other times I'm just like, it's a little overpriced. And I think Apple's marketing themselves kind of killed it. Because they made it look like this purely magical thing like all their other products have always been. But when you actually use it, it hurts, and it's heavy, and the gestures aren't 100%, and the eye tracking isn't 100%. And I feel like it's the first Apple product they've ever put out where the magic breaks down, within an hour of using it versus the other products. I just remember like when the Apple Watch came out, I was like, whoa. Like notifications on my wrist. I don't know. It's just something I never really experienced in that level of. I'd never experienced a smartwatch with that level of quality, and I've never experienced a VR headset with this level of quality. But it's also just kind of janky sometimes, and it's weird. Yeah. It's weird to put out a product that expensive. I mean, I'd be curious. Like, do you have a Vision Pro? Did you get one? Did you?
So I have a video coming out on Monday where I kind of like catch up with all the tech hot takes. And I knew the moment I tried it, that was the last Apple event I was invited to. Rest in peace. Yeah. I knew the moment I tried it, I was like, wow, this is unbelievable. I haven't experienced anything like this ever, but I'm definitely not buying it, especially for the price. And it's just one of those things where I know, hold on, my cat, do you guys hear Judy right now?
No.
I don't hear Judy.
Judy!
Where's my boy?
Judy!
Okay, here we go. Special.
Aww. Judy.
Judy, say hi.
What a gentleman.
Hi, Judy. Remember when we were bros?
Yeah, Sam was a Judy babysitter. But the moment I used it, it was just like, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever, but I'm not going to use it in my everyday life, Yeah. And it has the same problem that every VR headset has, is it just becomes a paperweight eventually. And everyone says the same thing, like, oh my God, Judy, shut up, please.
Judy's on my side, by the way. She said
my cat is louder than my newborn. What was I saying?
You try it, it becomes
take.
paperweight eventually.
Everyone says the same thing. Oh, let's just wait until the form factor shrinks and wait until the killer app and all that stuff. Yep. And I think a decade into it, I think it's safe to say it's just not going to happen. What I have been using actually.
Where is Andrew Edwards? I am incredibly outnumbered.
I mean, what I didn't expect is what I've been using a ton are the Meta Ray-Bans for like hands-free baby content. Like the photos and videos from that actually looks really good and is super fun. And that actually serves a purpose outside of the photos and videos, and the audio is amazing too. I don't even wear AirPods anymore. If I'm wearing those glasses, it just plays the podcast or the video right over my ears, and I still hear, my baby. I still hear stuff going around. So I really like that audio feature. But it's because it has my prescriptions and the glasses. And so I just put them on like every morning if I'm not wearing my contacts. So it serves the purpose of me seeing, and then you have all those additional benefits. So that I didn't expect. If Apple, says, hey, let's scrap the VR thing and go completely with glasses, that would be great. But it's so expensive for what? For me to watch a movie in it every now and then? I have a really nice TV.
And you and your baby can enjoy that TV content.
Yeah. So, also speaking of VR, I think we need to answer the people. You know what I'm going to ask, right?
Are you going to ask about the VR episode?
Oh, yeah. Wait, John, whatever happened to that?
I still have all the footage in like an
Is the editing too much?
It was a lot. I still have the project that exists in Final Cut with all the footage. The footage is like 80 gigabytes of stuff. Yeah. My feed recorded, I think what got me caught up in the editing was my feed recorded in vertical and your guys' was in horizontal. So mine was a lot of cropping in to fix mine and then like having to move. It was like a whole thing. I guess if we still want it, we can put it out. If we still want to put it out, we can.
I think video, I think I just announced that I was pregnant, right?
Yeah.
And we were like trying to hide that.
Yes.
Well,
you were. The announcement was like pending, and you slipped in the episode. But I think the
Yeah.
plan was to try to time them up on the same day so that it wouldn't be so it didn't leak on Genius Bar first.
Yeah. And literally now my baby has been here for 3 months.
That was before. Yeah, that was before all the badness happened. Before all the badness happened.
Before everything happened. Yes, people.
Who asked?
It's out there.
Yeah.
Who asked? Because Sam texted me yesterday and said that you could be on the podcast. So who asked who?
I think
we had been
ago,
talking about it. Yeah, we had just been talking about it where like we should catch up, and we're like, oh yeah, do a Genius Bar soon. And then just randomly like last night I had looked at Sarah's message and I was like, she literally was like, I'm free 2 to 5 like every day. Yeah. And I was like, oh, we're literally recording right then.
Okay, yeah. Well, I wondered, I didn't know if she was like, okay, I'm better now, let's go.
Kind of. I did text Sam that and I was like, I have a dedicated like 3 hours a day where Jon has the baby. So let's chat.
Nice.
Is that your only like time to work throughout the day? Are those 3 hours?
So we're doing a thing where we're actually getting a lot of sleep because we're doing like night shifts right now. She doesn't really sleep through the night yet. And so here's the schedule. It's kind of crazy.
Okay.
I'll start at night. So basically from 8 to 3 a.m. I have my night shift with baby where I'm just watching Grey's Anatomy and she's like sleeping on my chest. And that's when Jon sleeps. And then Jon wakes up at 3 a.m. and he does 3 a.m. to 10 a.m. and that's when I sleep. And then from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. I have baby.
Okay.
And then from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Jon has baby. And then from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I have baby. And then from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Jon has the baby.
I love how well the schedule has worked out.
Yeah. So
I'm glad you're spending today doing Genius Bar.
Yes. So you guys should just feel so privileged.
Oh, I do.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty equitable partnership. I feel like Jon's just a great dude. I love Jon.
Yeah. No, it's good. Obviously, we don't have a ton of time because half of that time is spent like washing bottles and cleaning, all that stuff. But I think for me, like my ADHD brain, having those restrictions of like not a lot of time at all has actually helped me a ton. I've never been more productive in my life. So
I saw you talk about that. See, that stresses me out. If I only had... See, it's almost like
4 hours a day. Yeah. Sometimes I can eat with baby though, because she's a chill baby. So sometimes he'll be just like sleeping on me and I can like eat and stuff like that. So
my problem is if you give me an amount of time, if I know the amount of time, that's like the worst case scenario for me because I will use every second of that not doing it. So if I know I have 4 hours in a day, I'd be like, okay, sweet. I will get started on like the first minute of that 4th hour and try to get it all done in that hour. And it's impossible.
That was me. But like before this, I would be like, okay, I just have a full day to get this video done. And it would be 12 hours of just freaking out about the video. And then like 1 hour of actually doing it.
Yeah.
So now that I feel condensed more, I'm literally using every second of those 4 hours to just be just on it. So I don't know how long it'll last because I still have a lot of like nesting energy to burn. So I don't know. I think I'm just on one right now. So I'll probably be dead on the side of the street in a few months. So.
No.
Jesus, what?
No, I'm not going to be driving around LA and be like, oh, damn, remember her?
That might be the most out-of-pocket thing Sarah has ever said, at least on this show.
Dude, she's
Welcome back to Genius Bar, Sara Dietschy.
Yeah. So
I don't know to be ashamed or proud that we pulled that energy out of you on this show.
I'm changed. I'm a changed woman. So.
Do you unironically? So for everybody that doesn't know, do you want to just do a TLDR of what happened? Because I feel like there's probably some people that are like, Sarah, what is she alluding to? Where she's this changed? I mean, we know she has a baby. Okay, she's a mother, but like, what's up?
TLDR.
What you been doing?
So my actual due date was April 7th. So technically, I should have had my baby 5 days ago. Instead of April 7th, I had my baby January 9th. So 3 months early. So January 1, at the start of the new year, I basically had a really bad fever, and I thought, oh, I'm just like, just sick. It'll pass. But yeah, spoiler, it didn't. So every day I was like shaking because I was so cold, and then sweating because I was so hot, and then I'd have like 30 minutes of relief, and then I would just like go in that cycle again. And so it got really bad. My fever like peaked at 104, and this is when I'm pregnant. So that just made me super nervous. So 3 or 4 days later, when my fever was at like 104 and I was just like shaking profusely, I was like, hey, we need to go to the ER. Mm-hmm. Went to the ER January 4th, and they took blood cultures. They did all this stuff, admitted me. They couldn't really figure out what was wrong. I did an MRI. I had some really bad like crampy pain, and they thought it was my appendix. They couldn't see in the MRI that my appendix was inflamed, but they basically were like, hey, if it is your appendix and it ruptures, like that's bad for both you and baby, like bad. And so after like half of a day in the ER, they basically were like, okay, we could put you through a CT scan to try to get a better image of the appendix, but that's bad for baby, doing like a CT scan with contrast. So they're like, we could do that, and your like baby has a higher chance of getting leukemia, or we could just go in there and like take out your appendix. And I was like, okay, I guess just take out my appendix. So I had a appendectomy while I was pregnant. The appendix wasn't really inflamed at all, but they took it out anyways. The next day, my blood cultures come back positive for staph. So staph had gotten into my bloodstream, and that's what was causing the fevers and stuff. So I had a really bad staph infection. When it gets into your bloodstream and affects your whole body, that's when you become septic. Did this happen
because they went in for your appendix when they probably didn't have to?
No.
Okay.
No, that was just
a staph infection.
So staph, it lives on surfaces, but if it gets in through like a cut or something, that's when it can get really bad. And when it infects your bloodstream, that's when you like turn septic, and it's really bad. You especially don't want to have staph when you're pregnant.
And I only hear about staph happening in hospitals.
Yeah. I mean, it was, it wasn't my appendix that was causing a 104 fever every day for 4 days. It was the fact that I had staph.
Oh, you already had it. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So, because my blood cultures that I took was from that night that I went to the ER, and that's what was positive for staph. And so, looking back, having my appendix taken out, we probably didn't have to do that. But just like in the moment, I think everyone was kind of freaking out, like, oh my God, what's wrong with her? Because my fever wasn't breaking, that they were just trying to do kind of anything and everything. And so, I got on staph-specific antibiotics the next day. I was feeling a little bit better, but then that night my water broke. And
Jesus Christ.
And so I went on magnesium, which basically stops contractions because I started contracting a little bit. They got like 2 steroid shots into me that helps the baby's lungs. I was on this magnesium, and I was on bed rest. So I had a catheter in. It was just the worst. So I had to just stay in bed for those 3 days. And then when I got off magnesium, basically I started contractions again, went into labor. The nurse at the time and the OBGYN at the time didn't recognize that as me going into labor. They just thought, oh, she's been so sick. She's just been such a sick girl. We just gotta, keep an eye on her. And at that point, my mom was kind of like, no, this is bad. Get me another doctor. She needs to get checked out. So they basically, gave me a exam. And at that point, the baby's butt was in my birth canal. Not good.
Sweet.
And I had already signed, surgical waivers to do a C-section if push came to shove, because my baby was breech. You want your baby to come out head first, not butt first, because that's very dangerous. And so by them ignoring me for hours, with those contractions, I wasn't able to get the C-section. They had to rush me. I still went to the OR, but they had to rush me, and I had to deliver vaginally. No meds or anything, because the baby was already coming out. And so, on no meds, I gave birth to a breech baby. And it was terrible. It was awful. They had to cut my cervix. The doctor literally with scissors, with me, no meds, cut the cervix. There's a bunch of dudes out there. The vagina, the cervix is up here. Okay. So it's above. So snip, snip with freaking scissors to my body to
Yeah,
basically make
flesh
it full
being
bigger.
ripped, painful in
Yes.
sensitive area.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Because yeah, her head got stuck because it was a breech baby. So yeah, it was like the most painful experience of my life. Push out the baby.
Dear God.
Luckily they put
I feel
me
like I'm
finally
gonna
on
pass
pain
out.
meds. I know.
Oh
I know.
my God.
When they had to stitch up my cervix, that's finally when I got on pain meds. So that was good. And yeah, then our baby was in the NICU for the next 56 days, just getting better and growing. Of course, there were like, scares with that on like her developing correctly, but now she's just a cute baby and is doing good. So it's just been, a lot.
My mom is a nurse. We sat down, we watched the video together when I was home when you dropped
Oh, no way.
And she was just angry the whole time.
Yeah. Is she
hospital.
a labor and delivery nurse or just a general?
No, she's not. But she was wondering if you were going to pursue any legal action against the hospital or the...
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a lot of comments about that. And I did go down a rabbit hole of that. But it was like such a batshit crazy experience. It's like to live through that for what I would probably get probably isn't worth it. I'm definitely, now that our baby's out of the NICU, I am definitely going to write a very long complaint. Yeah. I was waiting for us to be kind of out of the system for that. But yeah, like in California, apparently the malpractice lawsuits are capped to $250K because
What?
So many doctors were getting sued that a lot of doctors were like leaving the state. So they basically have
maybe
like caps.
Don't be bad.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like,
so they have that. There's other ways to get around it, but it's basically just malpractice suits are really hard to do here. And then the people who get the most money are the ones with like really bad outcomes. Basically, all of my hurt and pain was like during birth and very psychological and emotional and all that stuff, and the baby in the NICU. But like, it's not like our baby has like cerebral palsy, or it's not like I'm paralyzed from the waist down or something, So the more I looked into it, I was just like, I mean, one of the things that people do sue for is when they don't intervene with a C-section and they make you give birth in like a non-ideal way. So like parts of that story like do tick the boxes, but I just don't think it would be worth it because luckily we did arrive on the other side of it, and we're super lucky that, baby girl is like healthy. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was a crazy video. My mom, we watched like the first half of it, and my mom was like, okay, we have to go run and grab something. I just wanted to make sure her baby was okay. And then like we went. Like she got to basically the cliffhanger, and she was like, okay, I can go now that I know Sarah's baby's okay. And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was a crazy, if you guys haven't watched the video, like it is a crazy video. I mean, obviously we're not like close talk every day friends, but like it was tough to see somebody that like, like go through that and be like, damn, that's really like, you're like, you're just like, somebody shouldn't have to go through that much pain and stuff. And and that people clearly just messed up and were like, she's just being a little baby. She's it's like, dude, no, there's a difference between like, it sucks that there's people that have like made it in the medical field that are, I mean, I guess there's just people in every field that are just like dumb people.
Yeah. And I think that's what sucks about the medical field is when you like are out there in the world, you learn that no matter what job people have, there are people that suck. But it's
if I get to exist in this job, there's definitely more of me in more important fields.
Yeah. So it's scary when it's like, someone could be a YouTuber, and if they're bad at that job, hopefully it doesn't really harm people. But if you're like a bad nurse, you can like actively be harming people every day. So it's pretty crazy.
YouTube isn't so bad,
Yeah,
exactly. So
anyway, some people don't like Vision Pro and some people do.
But imagine if while you're giving birth, you could have watched an instructional video.
Yeah, I'll just imagine.
I mean, oh my gosh, if you could put that on, and yeah, it's just you're at a beach, you know.
It always helps to have real life perspective to let us know that like some of this stuff isn't that important, you know?
Yeah, but it also is like on the flip side, like I don't know, I'm having way more fun just talk about stupid stuff, you know? Because it's like I either have to be watching Grey's Anatomy or listening to something about Apple or something. I can't do news podcasts anymore. I can't do business podcasts because anything rooted too much in reality is just
especially when none of it's real anymore. Even the stuff about reality isn't real, and it's just why waste time.
Yeah. So it's helped me a little bit with a perspective shift because now I'm just like, you know what? There's so much crazy stuff happening in our own lives. If we can just figure that out, if that's the only crazy that I have, you know, I'll make it. But if I concern myself with all the crazy in the world, that's why we're all going crazy, you know?
My favorite pastime currently is, so I used to be very into politics and very into like the news cycle and stuff. And I don't know if it's just because I'm older now or what, but I just don't care. Like, I don't want to focus on that stuff. My favorite pastime currently is to go on TikTok and watch somebody called the Fittest Flat Earther. He's a guy. I want to preface, this is a real person. He actually exists.
A jacked flat earther?
He's just like a 45-year-old dude that's like not fat. So I guess the fittest flat earther, I guess. Maybe amongst that group, he is the fittest one. But, like, I cannot stop. It started out as a joke. You know how, like, you just watch a TikTok that's like, okay, I'll bite. I'll listen. But then TikTok's like, you want more? And they just keep showing you.
I don't think you're ready for what I'm about to present.
This is the guy.
I really don't think you're ready.
What?
We shouldn't air this. We should pause this. We should pause it. But the way he talks...
Bro, so this is just like modern day psycho.
Like the way he talks, like he'll show a picture of the Earth and he'll go, "Oh, so you really think it's a globe, huh? You really like he's insulting you as he's telling you that the Earth is flat." Yeah. He's like, "Oh, you fell for this, you idiot!" And I can't stop watching him. I don't know why. It's just the fact that people like this exist, and he's dead serious. He really believes it. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
You know a video is going to be a banger when you both have hashtag fallen angel as well as hashtag Satan in your
Lucifer,
hashtags.
Yeah. The Statue of Liberty is not real, apparently. Like, dude. And then you look at the comments, right? Because you're like, I want to see people like me laughing at this man. But half the comments aren't laughing at him. Half the comments would be like, speak the truth, brother, man.
Oh man, but see, that's funny.
The people, but they get to live. They get to live in the same world we do. What if he's a nurse, Sarah?
See, that's a good question.
This is the problem that we're trying to.
That's the problem. I know.
Do you recognize that man?
No.
Sarah, was this a nurse?
No.
Okay, good. Just making sure. What if we played him? I really like this guy on TikTok. You're like, that's the guy.
Wait, I just found one about Apple, and I think we should watch it.
Big Apple,
Okay. Clear to everyone, I can just tell you right now, we disavow what this person says. This is for entertainment only, and this person is bad. Just so YouTube... I mean, you can just tell we got hashtag Satan again.
Is this the downfall of Genius Bar because we played the fittest flat earther?
Let's see what the fittest flat earther says about Apple.
Okay.
Post today about the Statue of Liberty and Lucifer and connecting it to New York and the Big Apple. Well, there are a lot of people saying that connecting the Garden of Eden to an apple is a reach, that it's just forbidden fruit. But you know who doesn't think that? The creators of the phone you're probably watching this.
Oh, goodness.
You ever noticed this logo with the bite taken out of it? Do you think that's just some sort of cute design? Or is it another case of hidden in plain sight?
Dude.
You're just too blind to see. Because the people that run
he's
this
insulting
place,
you as
they
he's saying
pay tribute to their fallen angel as often as they can. That fallen angel named Lucifer, who's often referred to as Satan. And if you still think I'm reaching, well, then I dare you to go look up how much the first Apple computer was ever sold for. That's right. Do you think that's just a coincidence? They put it right in your face. And like I said, you choose not to see, you're too blind to see, or you just don't want to see. Well, it's time to take off the blinders because humanity is literally hurting because you're too stubborn to look.
Okay,
TikTok, you son of a gun. Please do not take this down because I'm only kidding. It's pure entertainment purposes. I'm really not serious.
Okay. What the hell?
What I'm curious about is say all of this was like 100% true. That Apple was like homies with Satan and like they're all Satan worshippers.
Sure.
What what would be the result of that though? He's
and
still
also, what does that have to do with the flat Earth?
TikTok. Yeah, there's so many different.
I have so many questions. Crazy? The top comment: once you wake up to one lie, you wake up to them all. Like this,
dude. We got another guy. You are on point, brother. Appreciate your content.
Oh my god.
And what's crazy is
the Crown has
so much stuff out there. There is so much stuff out there that is actually mind blowing. But this is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
These are the conspiracies. I don't know, man.
NYC is Gotham. That's the plan. So now it's Batman?
It's been in front of you the whole time. They keep putting out Batman movies. They're trying to tell you.
Dude, you got Tracy in the comments. I've never had an Apple. Always hated that company. She's like,
yes,
I knew there was a reason I used an Android. Yeah, dude. Because, the people at Google are the risen angels. Sundar Pichai is Jesus himself saving us. But Tim Cook,
dude.
Lucifer, these are insane.
There's I'm afraid that, just talking about him on the podcast, there's, at least a couple people that are going to tell him. They're going to go to this guy and be like, saw you on Genius Bar. Please, God.
No, I don't
want him to know that I'm alive.
I know. I don't want to be associated with this. Please, I do not consent to you using me.
Anyway, that's my favorite pastime.
And that's I put that on your fallen angel, dude.
I don't follow him, but it's to the point where when I'm scrolling.
Does this
TikTok,
make you uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what happens if I do this? Hey, watch this. Oh, the apple points down to Satan! I tried to warn you!
It's an arrow
I tried!
Yeah, when I'm scrolling through TikTok and he comes up, I can't not look.
Sorry, guys. I got excited there for a second. That's
Canceled.
really funny. That's really fun. We love.
There's
going to
be some people in the comments I'm not saying I believe, but I just think there's a couple interesting things.
He has a point.
This is a Christian podcast.
Couple interesting points in there. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that's a funny one. That's wow. I mean,
so anyway, Dbrand got in trouble. Speaking of Satan.
Okay, yeah. So I am.
Yeah.
I'm still not as chronically online as I was.
Okay.
I actually saw nothing about this. So you got to give me a play-by-play.
Okay.
I will be the judge and jury.
Okay.
We got you. I'm tweaking right now, bro.
Are you tweaking? Why are you tweaking?
I'm tweaking because I've seen all of a sudden people be getting my data.
All of a sudden they be getting it?
Yeah. And when they be getting it, you know what they can see? They can see things like my name, my health records, my home address. It's why this episode is sponsored by Aura. Guys, listen, new sponsor of the show as well. Double new sponsor.
Yay, double new sponsors.
Guys, I don't know if you've heard about these little dudes called data brokers are selling your information to scammers, spammers, and anyone else who might want to target me. People like John coming after me. He could be like, how do I find information about Sam? He goes online.
I specifically wanted Sam's full name, his email, his home address, his health records. I want to know who his relatives are. I want everything. And that's why today's episode is sponsored by Aura.
Listen, and this service isn't just to help obfuscate that information and get it away from the data brokers. It also helps reduce the amount of spam you get. And I will attest to that after using the service. Like, the spam calls have significantly decreased. That is actually
calls are
real.
Still real? I forgot about them. That's how long it's been since I've gotten one.
Yeah, no, I was talking to somebody the other day who was watching the show, and they were like, "Yo, we've heard like
Unfortunate
does
for him.
does this stuff work?" And I was like, "Yes, it actually does. Like not just for the ad read. I've
Yeah.
seen less spam calls." And he literally was like, "I'm going home. Me and my girlfriend are signing up tonight." It's really good. It's really great, and I just love the peace of mind of knowing that I can live my life and I can focus on other tasks instead of also having to focus on other people creeping around, because I value my privacy. And John, I bet you value your privacy as well.
Absolutely. And listen, you could put a price on privacy, right? Would you say that?
I mean, theoretically, you can put a price on anything.
Worth money you would pay for. Well,
Even
what
you,
if
baby girl.
right now, because you're listening to Genius Bar, you're watching Genius Bar, you can get started right now for free for 14 days. I'm talking a full 14-day free trial to see how much can be taken away and the power be given back to you. All you have to do is go to aura.com/genius. That's AURA.com/genius for that 14-day free trial. Listen, it's one of those things. 14 days is a long time. And what do you have to lose? Data. That's what I say.
That's actually a really good way to put it. Yeah, you have to lose data if you don't take advantage, guys. AURA.com/genius. Thanks to them for sponsoring. Now, back to the rest of the show.
Thanks, Ara. I love how listen, people.
Oh,
there's
they delete. Dude,
did they actually delete it?
Dude, these guys,
they
goons.
deleted it from Marquez?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holy shit, they're actually so soft little baby children. Dude.
Okay. You know it's bad
luckily,
when Sam Kohl is calling you soft.
Luckily, we've got the screenshots because let's just say there's been a few things I've had experiences with this company and that I've learned about them that I am not exactly shocked by this recent string of behavior.
Hey, and I know the people listening and watching right now, you're saying, where's the Apple news? This is an Apple podcast. To that I will say, we are still here every week showing up for you, even when people like Mark Gurman can't show up for you and give you news that's real. So we have to come here and make do, okay? We're doing our best, all right?
Brand is adjacent to Apple.
Fit is Flat Earther, Apple's connection with Satan. Who else is giving you this information? Like, we are trying, people.
Who's doing it?
Wake up, sheeple! Wake up! Sorry.
Oh, this feels like an April Fool's episode, but it's too late for that. Okay.
So basically, Sarah, last week, a couple days ago, like 3-4 days ago, Dbrand, which is the sticker company that sells you overpriced stickers for your phone, they tweeted. So basically, one of their customers named Wuan Chitranch or Chitranch. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but likely maybe somebody that resides in a different country than the United States. I mean, I don't know.
Or at least from a different country.
Or at least maybe his ethnic heritage is not. It's not a white person. Let's just leave it there.
Okay, thank you, Sam.
And that is important context to know that Wuan is not a white person.
Okay.
He tweets to Dbrand, "Hey, I bought this skin from you guys a couple months ago. Couldn't even remain the same color after 2 months. What should I do?" So he's basically like, "Hey, I bought something from you that I was excited for. He's just tweet at him and be like, hey, basically give me support for your product."
And this is after apparently he already talked with the actual support team, because that's what after reading through stuff, they're like, why didn't you just like give them customer support? And they're like, well, we did. And it's like they didn't help.
So then Dbrand, as they are known to heckle customers, they said, "Your last name is basically shit rash. Be serious." Womp womp, Dbrand. Sarah had to leave for that one. It was so bad.
She left. I hope you're fucking proud of yourself, Dbrand. Yeah. She literally
my cat did not like
Fit is Flat Earther and left for this.
I had to remove my cat from the room. Things were getting a little bit too spicy. Judy can't hear these things, okay?
Okay. Yeah, calling a brown person a shit rash is a hot take. Let me just say what it is. That's
Are they always roasting people like this on Twitter? I don't.
Well, that's the
follow
thing.
them.
That's their shtick. It's like they're edgy,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Maybe it was cool back in the day, but like when you realize that the same people being edgy are now older people and still using the kid humor, and like they're successful now. Maybe they don't need to be as abrasive. But this is their brand of humor, is just trying to be super edgy, like 2013 Edgelord. That is the brand. That's what made them successful, I guess.
It's crazy how quick the tables can turn. The turntables, because with
It is.
Jerry Rig everything, Dbrand was just the hero. And now they're not.
Interestingly enough, so before we go into the chronological order, because it's not over.
Okay.
yeah.
Thoughts, Sarah?
Yeah, that's extremely mean and like slightly racist, right? So
Okay. I have a hypothetical scenario for you.
Okay.
I imagine half the people were saying, "Oh, but that's just their brand. They roast everyone, right?"
Mhm.
And then
Yep.
the other half is like, "Oh, you're a racist piece of
You would
shit,"
be accurate,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it gets real interesting after this, though.
I have a hypothetical scenario for Sarah.
Give it to her.
Okay. Hypothetically, right? Let's just say that people are upset and they're like, wow, I hope you have the same energy in your apology tweet. And Dbrand is like, hypothetical, remember. Dbrand's like, wow, no, we're not going to apologize. And let's say that they double down on it. And then let's also say that a big creator, let's say he rhymes with Parquez Townley. Let's hypothetically say he tweets out and is like, hey,
How did I miss this?
yeah, if you doing this is bad, so I'm not going to work with you until apologize for real. Because they
Okay,
apologized by putting out a tweet, hypothetically.
Well, you're skipping ahead. I think we should do a create a choice for Sarah. So do
I
you
like
think
this plan.
Yeah. Okay, so Sarah, here's
This is a
your
lot of
Dbrand. Yeah. Your
Hey, I
Dbrand.
wouldn't tweet this in the first place.
Okay.
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah, but let's say, you were in a manic episode from the stress you've been under and you decided to be racist for some reason. That's because that's what you do when you're
Naturally,
manic, I guess.
natural occurrence happens to all of us.
And let's say that after people were like, hey, that's actually kind of offensive and hurtful, would you A, say sorry, B, take the tweet down, or C, not really apologize, but give the person $10,000? What would you pick?
Ooh. If I had 10K, I would just do all of the above, right?
Okay, that's fair to be like
Apologize.
genuinely sorry.
And give them 10K.
Let me reveal the answer. The answer, drumroll please, is that Dbrand made a tweet where they started out by saying, well, that escalated quickly. 1, yes, we made fun of a guy's name. It was a huge fumble.
Innocent mistake.
Weird way to say sorry for your first point. Just throwing that out there. Second, we apologized to him directly and offered him 10 grand as a gesture of goodwill.
Wow.
3, we've been poking fun at customers on social media for over a decade now. We're not going to stop, but maybe next time you'll be the one who gets 10 grand. And I just want to say this. There were people clowning on Casetify's apology when they said that they were innocent, and I clowned them for that because I said that was a bad apology. Somehow, this is worse. Like, somehow they made it worse with this.
But didn't Casetify take someone else's design and like profit tremendously off of it? That
Oh,
seems
yeah, no,
like
Casetify's
a
in the wrong.
Yeah.
No,
I'm just
I
saying
think it's just in
Casetify's
terms of a brand
response versus
response.
Yes.
Yeah.
The initial brand
Okay.
response to did a bad thing, I feel like somehow this is worse than Casetify being like, we stand by creativity. We're a bastion. Casetify goes,
Right.
we're a bastion of creativity after they clearly stole it, which is embarrassing and cringe.
Here's another choose your own adventure. Let's say you are Zach from Jerry Rig Everything.
yeah, major
Hypothetically.
sponsor.
Hold on. Okay, before
Yeah,
we move
yeah,
on though, comparing it to case, so I feel like if we're comparing the responses, sure, but I feel like comparing the actual actions though,
True.
I feel like the Casetify thing
Oh, no,
is more
Casetify
like
is
premeditated.
Oh yeah,
You're
for sure.
profiting off of some, I feel
Yeah,
like that's
agreed.
worse when something like this seems like, oh, it was like shitty and you should probably
Yeah.
apologize and just move on. It was like, it
I
was just
agree.
like
Joke taken too far.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree
yeah.
with the severity of the initial.
Yeah.
Now let's say you are Zach from Jerry Rig Everything, somebody who is very much involved with Dbrand.
Yeah.
They helped you like create a whole lawsuit because they stole designs. Casetify stole designs and that whole thing. And let's say that Dbrand then gets themselves in trouble. Now you have two options as Zach. You can say, oh, now the brand that I'm working with did a bad thing. It's not as bad, but we're not going to support something like this, right? That's option A. Option B is that you see that this brand paid this guy that they made fun of poorly, that they paid him $10,000. And your option B as Zach is to say publicly, wow, I hope they make fun of me next. Which do you choose?
So, what was the order of Marquez and Zach? I'm guessing
Marquez
Zach was
comes
first.
after Zach, actually.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
It doesn't matter. You are Zach. You get to choose.
Survey says Zach went on and said, make fun of me next, please.
I'm going to exclude myself from this narrative.
Then
Oh,
we get into the replies.
goodness. Why? No, I didn't see these. Goodness
Yeah, it makes it
gracious.
worse. Our boy got in the mix. Let's go.
Oh, boy. Lucas Mianis.
Okay, so honestly, with all of this stuff, like my North Star is always like, are you punching down? Like, so they were punching down here, and that sucks. So probably in the wrong, right?
Yeah.
It's like when you're making fun of someone, like make fun of like Kim Kardashian or something, because she's already like at the top of everything and is super rich, whatever. Who cares? But if someone invested like the $30 to buy a sticker and it's already wearing, and then you're just gonna like dunk on that person
Yeah.
who's already like
To think that this is all over a fucking sticker is really something.
is kind of so obviously this definitely did spin out of control and see, you know what, on one end I was just saying like this carpe diem, so this should be like fun to talk about, but this is the stuff that's like, oh, I'm not gonna let this boil my blood. There's bigger things in life.
Oh, it's not boiling my blood. It's just a fun choose your own adventure is all.
No,
I'm
it is.
boiled.
It is fun. Yeah.
Are you boiled?
I'm currently boiled.
Why are you boiled?
Oh, I'll get into it.
Is there more?
Is there more that I don't know about?
Oh, there's personal stuff I'm about to talk about
Hey,
that we've been through.
speaking of the Kardashians, now that he's gone and out of the room, he totally did that shit, right?
I don't have I wasn't around to have the context of the time.
You don't
Gone
think
and out of the room. What are you talking about?
OJ died.
OJ died?
O.J. Simpson died?
Wait, this is how you find out? Sara Dietschy will always have a moment in her life where this is how she found out that O.J. Simpson died on Genius Bar.
I feel like I'm talking to a cave woman, bro.
Oh my God.
She was a kid when she says she doesn't look at the news
No,
or
we're
anything.
dead. This is real, Sarah. This has been like 2 days.
The real
was
killer
like
has finally been brought to
yesterday.
justice.
Oh,
That man, one of his last videos was him going, hospice? I ain't in hospice. Stop spreading rumors. So this man was lying to the very last second.
Was he ill?
Oh, he had cancer, prostate cancer.
Okay.
And also did a very bad thing.
Yeah, no, he definitely, dude was definitely not a straight
I'm telling
shooter.
you, have a baby, and it warps all senses of reality.
God, that sounds kind of nice, to be honest. Is anybody out there want to have a baby?
Yeah.
Maybe next
me
time
know.
you
Hit
can
me
find
up.
out, Sam, how OJ died.
See ya on like January 19th or whatever, or 13th. So yeah, the stuff with Dbrand, here's why I'm invested. I'm invested because with the Casetify situation, everybody was like, Dbrand is the best company to ever live. You know, everybody's like, this company is amazing. They fight for what's right. And I was like, honestly, I do respect stealing is bad. And we all know how I feel about Casetify. Casetify in wrong, Casetify in mud, bad. Dbrand, sticking up for creators, good. But something that I said at the time was, I also believe that this company will do anything to always make themselves look the best. And I just think I was like, Dbrand's not doing this because they care. Dbrand's doing this because it makes them look better. Because I've had weird experiences with this company before that made me extremely uncomfortable from a personal operational standpoint.
Do I know about this?
I am not sure that I've ever talked about this with you.
Are you going to do it right now? Is it happening?
You can't tease us like this.
I don't know. I'm going to do it. I just kind of want to wrap up this story first with them. Because, basically, Jerry Rig Everything was like, you guys are fine. Make fun of me next. I saw people in the comments of this post. Hey, we got our boy, Mark Gurman. He says, meaningless and pathetic reply. We've got people in the comments saying, haha, hee hee, this is so funny. You know, very split whether this is good or bad and whatever. And people people are calling out some hypocrisies of things that they said and tweeted, like John said, where they're like, we're not going to apologize. They're sharing private DMs with this person to prove that it – basically someone was like, this is hush money. And –
I can't believe this is all happening with a company that makes stickers.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what's
dude.
so funny about this. Like, I'm good for them for finding out how to get a bag from some stickers. But Jesus, this is
I think the point, I think what companies and people can learn, and I looked up the Marquez tweet, is like, the second apology always comes along. So just start with the first apology and just move on.
Yeah.
You know, I think that is the lesson to be learned.
But they didn't even expect to have to do a second apology. They really thought this was it right here.
Yeah. It looks very bad to be like, we get to be racist and we're just going to pay you off to continue to be bad.
Oh, and by the way, I think it's important
they're
to
punching
mention.
down. Yeah.
That they didn't say this exactly, but they implied like it's fun. Hey, everyone is outraged, and Dbrand is like, well, the person we made fun of is fine and got $10,000. He's drop it. And the person then replied like, actually, still not okay. I am going to keep the 10K though. Yeah,
it's just, and just putting that out there. I mean, I don't think it's a secret that I've kind of found Dbrand's rhetoric and stuff kind of embarrassing and cringy. I think even I said in the Casetify situation, I was like, I find their tone of voice embarrassing and just like weird. Like it's a 12-year-old, like angry little kid being like, the world's against me and I'm going to say stuff. But you might find this pattern of like money coming up very frequently and light extortion potentially to do or act a certain way, a common thread. Because that's exactly what I ran into when I had a problem with Dbrand about a year ago.
They try to pay you off?
Let me explain what happened. The first project that I ever worked on with myself and Shay over at Concept Central, we made a little demo video, a little fun 30-second teaser video.
I know about this.
Of the iPhone. And we had found a music for it that was used in a Dbrand video. We tried to find it. We tried to see where it was from. We couldn't find it anywhere, so we just assumed it was a no-name royalty-free, and we put it in our video. We did not reach out to Dbrand. We did not clarify with them because, again, we assumed it was no-name royalty-free. We tried our due diligence to find it, but yes, we stole and used the song for our own work. Very quickly after this video goes live, I get a message from Dbrand, and I kind of feel like I should show the DMs because I think that they highlight how they operate behind the scenes because
No one
it is
warned me
very
that this was happening.
It is very
on screen.
it is
I feel like I
it
need
is
to log out now.
it is
God,
very
I came here for a good time.
it is very
Yes,
I just wanted to
uncomfortable.
her
hang
back
out with
for
my
this.
friends.
It is
my
listen.
God.
I just think that you need
I have to pay my medical bills with sponsors still, okay?
Well, we might be getting a payout from Dbrand, so hang tight.
Good.
I'm showing this to show the context of how I felt uncomfortable.
I am
during
going
this
to show the
situation.
screen
I'm
now.
ready. I'm ready.
All I'm
Okay.
doing is pressing the 5 key. What is
Because-
on the screen,
If I
I
leave
didn't do.
temporarily, it's not because I don't want to see this. It's because my laptop is about to die. But
Yes,
Okay.
me too.
I'm just getting a charger.
Okay,
Me
cool.
too.
So they shared the tweet. They go, "Hey, Sam." And this is after I've never really talked to this company. One time they sent me a skin to review in like 2015, and that's
I
all
assume this
I
is Adam.
I guess.
Well,
Yeah.
he's the CEO, the guy that usually like runs the main Twitter account at least.
Yeah. So he shared the video and goes, "This is our original sound design." So off the front, "Hey, Sam, this is our original sound design."
Okay.
Same applies to the YouTube video you uploaded. I reply, "Hey, yeah, we found it on an old product reveal and fell in love with it. Should have updated the description with where we got it from. That's my bad, and I'll make the change now." And instantly, I'm like, "Yeah, I messed up here. I guess I should have. I learned from this to be like, I should have done better due diligence."
Sam.
Yeah,
I've only watched like 2 Genius bars coming
yeah,
back. And I feel like both the ones that I've listened to when you intro something, it's always you in the wrong first though. like when Jon was talking about like when when Jon was
enough,
talking
yeah.
about the TikTok thing about how you just like completely just like lied about an update.
it was not a lie. It was not a lie. It was a good hook. But okay, I
I'm
hear
sorry.
you.
Continue.
It's not a lie, it's a good hook. I'm going to use that forever now.
It's funny because in this, I don't think I would ever not use, I don't think I would ever not use a royalty free song in a YouTube video.
Yeah, I personally, I would
yes.
never. I would have to know before it goes out.
I would- yeah,
If I
same. I
don't
would
know,
have
I'm
to
not
know.
using it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought because we couldn't find it, it was probably
damn it, Sam.
fine. I thought it was fine.
I'm like playing so many things back in my head now, playing back the security footage.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, as you'll see, I said, "Hey, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna credit you guys immediately," and I said that's my bad. Okay.
Okay.
Then he mocks me and says, "I believe we found it on old product reveal and fell in love with it." Funny way of saying, "Yeah, we stole it and figure you'd never see." Okay, fair way to read the situation.
At least their brand is consistent.
Yeah. So
Imagine just like that's how you just want to be as a human, just edgy.
I know.
And
So now I feel bad because I clearly didn't do my due diligence as a creator for, looking at stuff, and I should have done a better job, right? So I'm like, I feel bad. I never want to steal anybody's stuff.
okay.
So I said sorry, and I immediately say, "I hear what you're saying, and I want to make it right. What sounds fair to you?" And then Dbrand proceeds to ask me to give them illegal CAD files for the next 2 years related to Apple and their products, giving me specific
What?
instructions of what type of
What?
files I should essentially be stealing from Apple to give to them.
What?
That's a bit odd.
And I will say,
that is very like.
yeah, I will
what?
say I am not in the business. Just so we're crystal clear, I do not own or distribute any Apple intellectual property because I'm fairly confident you cannot do that.
Can we do a learning moment here?
Yeah.
I learned very early on in my career that has actually helped me a lot. When I used to like volunteer at this like mega church that I attended.
Okay.
And there was like some drama. And
It was
someone
Kenneth
told
Copeland,
me,
huh?
like there's always drama, you know, at mega churches. And the best advice that I've gotten ever was you email facts, but you call emotions. Like if you ever are going to like extort someone or do something like this, or be very emotional and you need to hammer something out, always call someone.
True.
Never. And this, I am shocked that a representative from a company would like
the
text you something
representative
like this, like with the Dbrand logo. So yeah, not just even when, you know, that's good advice when you need to hammer it out with someone. But even if you're going to say something like that, I'm surprised they didn't say, hey, let's hop on a phone call. I am like shocked that they texted you that. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Because now we're on a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, and I've never shared DMs before, and John, in the editing, if you can, block out and blur everything to the left, because like that doesn't.
Yeah, I figured you were gonna fuck me like this. Yep.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to.
And as soon as I saw it, I knew.
Yeah, but yeah. So basically, I received that message at 9:50, just a couple minutes after, and I was like, you can see I didn't immediately reply, because I was like, are they asking me to do something illegal because I stole their song and then immediately apologized and wanted to make it right? Like, again,
for
to be
the next
clear,
2 years is something else.
Yeah, again, to be clear, I regret taking that song, and if I could go back, I wouldn't have done it. Like, it was.
But
I messed
that's
up.
what they know. That though, they know that. Oh, I guess at some point Django opened the door and is in here now. They know that. They know that you know that you were wrong, and that's why they think that they can. Like, if you were kind of just half wrong, they wouldn't be pressuring you like this. But it's because you're like, I'm sorry, what can I do to make this right? And they're just like, bet.
Yeah. So then when I don't reply, they go, or we have one alternative that might be a bit more fun.
It's sex. They tried to have sex with you, Sam.
It's just like, I mean, dude, it's like 10 a.m. on a Monday for me.
Yep. Sex.
And I'm like,
that's the hour of giving in Canada.
I'm like, this is a lot. And again, like, I want to make it right. Like, so I suggest, rather than doing extortion.
I literally wouldn't have responded after that.
Yeah,
I would have been done.
either.
I'd be like, oh, okay, I get it. I see.
So I said, I'll just send over all of the ad revenue I make for 30 days on the video. That's the most fair thing for your work. What's a good PayPal? So I instantly offered to give them every penny for, so all the money the video would make, because it's the first 30 days, basically, except maybe the last like 5-10%. And I offered to send it to their PayPal address immediately. Like, basically to have it on file, so the second it hits net 30, pay them. And now, to me, that sounds pretty fair. I did something wrong, and I'm trying to resolve it privately because I want to make it right. Right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Then they go, that's not fun.
Natural response.
So let's turn this into, once again,
Oh
a
no.
publicity stunt.
Dbrand.com/extortion. It's funny that I literally said extortion.
So
Wow.
they say,
Wow.
basically, we're half joking about you sending us those files. Let's make us look good and you look bad publicly and make it on brand for us. So I'm like, sounds good. If like that's what you prefer, I could have just given you the ad revenue, but okay. And then he's like, what tweet do you want to get more eyes on? And I sent him or they sent that. They sent that. And I'm like, yeah, that would be great. Like, again, I'm just like, what is going on? So then they have me spend $1,000 on their site. And then they refund me the $1,000.
What is happening?
And then they basically,
Is this real?
and then
Wait,
they
Sam,
basically,
you're going along with
Sam,
this?
I didn't know this.
Sam!
What the hell, bro?
dude, what am I supposed to do?
You just, as soon as they're like, give us iPhone CAD, you just don't respond anymore.
Yeah.
But I stole their thing.
They're not being reasonable anymore. There's no reason to carry on that conversation. Like, and if for any reason it comes out in public, just be like, this is why I stopped responding. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You offered to give them the ad revenue that the thing made. They said that wasn't fun. Okay, what else? Like, there's no reason for you to play. This is 2 years ago, so whatever. But
So yeah, basically, as you can see, they tweet, "Oh, sounds familiar," and then I said, "I'm sorry, forgive me, $1,000," and then they said that some sus or something needs review. I don't know. So then basically, they're like,
So
"We
confused.
canceled your order," and then this is where it gets really weird.
what the fuck?
They're like, "Good doing business with you. If you ever need actual sound design support in the future, just like hit me up."
What?
Hold on. So you got bullied by Dbrand to just give them $1,000?
No. They gave it back because it was all for
why
publicity,
did you do it then? Oh.
so that
Oh my
everyone
God.
can see. But no, this is where it gets weird. This is where it gets weird.
I don't understand.
I'm just trying to play along,
Okay.
and I was like, "Yeah, if you still think I'm a piece of, if you don't think I'm a piece of shit, I'd love to work together." Like, I'm just trying to be. I'm trying to be
Sam,
coy.
why are we still
Sam.
reading these? You're getting bullied so hard. No.
And then they go, "Oh,
No.
and by the way, actually submit money to us for us to extort you."
Huh?
Oh
Wait,
my God.
what?
So they literally were like, "Oh no, but for reals, like give us money."
Yeah,
I'm
we
so-
need
I looked
something
it up.
on the
It's
books
still,
for.
that page is still up. If you go to dbrand.com/extortion, literally it just says you put in a value, you put in your credit card, and they just take your money. It's literally like a donation page.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. We need something on the books for license. What?
And then I said,
okay,
"Sure." And then they said, "Tell nobody of this
Sam, but my
exchange, by the
brother,
way."
How did you let this happen to you? You're what?
Sam,
Wait, did
Sam,
I get extorted
listen,
unironically?
You got bullied and extorted, and
Yeah.
now it's happening in front of
Yeah.
everyone.
I would just, I can't believe we just looked at that.
I didn't know,
Sam,
dude. At
this is
first,
what
I
you're
thought
doing.
I was like, "Oh yeah, Dbrand's getting what's coming to them," and they are kinda, but also. My boy's in the mud right now. I want to.
What was I supposed to do?
Oh, just stop replying! I can't. I want to go back and help him. Oh, you are in the mud with
Okay,
no floaties.
Okay, listen.
The floaties are deflated, dog.
All right, this is what we're gonna do next time.
I
something
feel like
this
I'm in
happens.
Interstellar and I'm just watching this happen to him and I can't get my butt.
I know you're like pounding on the wall, like you're Matthew
Sam!
McConaughey.
Sam!
Murph. Murph, no. Okay, you're gonna text us next time that something like this is happening. to you,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So next time I steal somebody's music well, I guess technically you would say it's on purpose.
How about you text us when you're having those thoughts so you don't even end up in that situation?
Okay.
Just like, hey guys, found this song, don't know who made it. Is mine now? We can help you. We can help first. And then when a brand is bullying you, oh my God. I like,
Of course, Sam.
like, okay, Sam, question for past you.
Okay.
You
That was
are
so unhinged. Oh my god.
You are a man of strong integrity. That's
Yeah.
like been half the battle on Genius Bar and Genius
Sure.
Bar lore.
I
That was
tried.
that was the battle with the Casetify thing.
Yeah.
How do you back then not see that they're just taking advantage of you now and just stop responding?
Yeah.
Like, what makes you think that you have to be in this loop with them because they're
Were you like
Dbrand?
scared that they were like actually gonna like sue you or something? Because at that point, you just take the video down, or go in the YouTube editor and just remove the song.
Yes, I was scared.
Okay. Of what though? Like, what were you scared was going to happen?
Well, I was mad and disappointed at myself that I messed up.
Okay.
So I figured since I stole their thing, they should be the one that gets to dictate like what happens. They should have more pull and leverage than I do to like, how do I make it right? You know?
Do you have a threshold or a line where you're like, okay, I know I fucked up, but this is this is a little bit
The
too
line
much.
is
Yeah.
literal extortion.
Like, what if you were like,
Sure.
hey, I shoplifted. I was 8 years old, kind of
Yeah.
forgot about it, but I remember. I'm telling you guys now, court, you get to decide my punishment. And they're like,
Straight to jail.
execution.
I've never.
And you're like, well, I mean, I guess that's fair. You decide.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just
I will
like
say, in no situation, like if this was me,
This is incredible.
if this was me, if I like spent the time to make a dope song, and someone stole my song and put it in a video,
yeah.
in no part of my brain would I say the things that they would say. So first of all, in regards to Dbrand, I am shocked that they would go that far because it is another kind of case of punching down. Like they have the authority in this situation. So why take it this far with someone who's genuinely, you seemed sorry for doing it.
Also, like, you're just like,
But also it's such a small thing that you like hindsight's 2020, but exactly, I would have just stopped responding period after that crazy message that they sent
like
you.
you
So
might
am I-
not
hold
know
on.
it, but
Am
they
I a-
know they're just bullying you now.
Am I a
because-
victim?
Yeah, I mean, yes,
I mean,
yes, but
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you probably you probably shouldn't have stole their song. That was an L.
Agree. No,
But,
I'm
like,
with you
but-
there.
Yeah. But it's not like you killed their firstborn child or something.
Yes.
So the
Yes.
follow up that proceeded, that was crazy, and it's very clear that their Twitter is handled by like a 12-year-old boy. That's what these
Yeah. Like,
interactions sound
The
like.
hospital literally almost killed Sarah and her baby,
Yes.
and she never once was like, "You got those iPhone cats?" Like, not even once. Let's make this fun, hospital.
I was over. Yeah.
I can't believe they fucking did that to you. Yikes, dude. Fuck
Should
them.
I
That's-
should I
Yeah,
should I
I'm
not
sorry,
be
Sam.
sharing this?
It's too late now.
I feel
It's too
I
late.
feel like
That
an
was-
embarrassing
It's
like an
our
idiot
episode
now.
now.
I feel
That
like an
was, like,
embarrassed
the
idiot
key
that wants to
part
go
of me.
hide.
No, you don't need to go hide. You're, just-
Everyone make Sam feel better. Console him in the
No,
comments.
you're not
'cause
in the
now I'm
wrong,
like,
Sam.
now I feel like you're right. Bleep this next part out, but I'll tell you I've been
won't.
holding. No,
I won't.
this actually needs to be bleeped out.
I
Just
will
because
not.
this is between us. Okay, this is gonna be bleeped. And we're
Wait,
back.
are we back in the show
Are we
yet?
back? Okay,
Yeah, we're
okay.
back.
So
We're back.
listen, Sam, there's nothing to worry about. And for anyone else involved in this situation, there's nothing to worry about. Because the reality is, if they actually went crazy and like tried to sue you for something like that, the reality is I could text a few people and it would be over, So it's like, it's like you
Thanks.
can't, I don't know. It's just,
This is.
I should have
it's
just texted y'all.
I had like, especially. I mean, I feel like now I don't feel like you would be bullied like this, but I didn't think that like that. I didn't know that this would happen then either. So text us first. But I have also had a weird exchange with Dbrand. It's not like I didn't get bullied and it wasn't criminal. It was just.
But wait
awkward.
a second. Dude, if they're doing this shit to me, who else are they doing this to that we don't even
They're
know about?
bullying everyone. I mean, I guess that's their thing,
That's
right?
what happens
There's
when
a
you have
very
money, dude.
there's a very fine line between.
But that seems messed up.
It is. I'm
And
glad
like
that
not
2 years
morally
later, almost.
right.
Yeah.
Why did I think that was okay? Why am I just sharing this now?
I don't know. I don't know.
Why did
It
I put
makes
them
them
on
look
blast when this
very,
happened?
very bad.
Is
And
the
then they're
title of
like-
this episode going to be Dbrand's next victim?
Yeah. I had so okay.
That's a good title.
There was an issue, and I can't remember this exactly verbatim, but it was a similar, just like weird sketched out thing where they were sending me an iPhone 12 and like something was happening with PS5 skins at the time. Like Sony was going after them over their PS5 skins. And they wanted me to go on Front Page Tech and like pretend it was a news story.
Wow.
Like, yeah, like they wanted me to cover something as with not giving the audience one knowledge that they asked me to do it or that they like paid me.
It's interesting that they do the things that people speculate about with influencer marketing, and I truly never thought that any brands would be dumb enough to do shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I've never experienced anything like that, but that's crazy that they would ask you to do that. That's
yeah,
crazy.
I don't have anything that spicy.
Sorry,
but
wait.
yeah.
Just so we're on the same page. And this is the #1 sponsor of Jerry Rig Everything, one of the biggest tech YouTubers. Marquez Brownlee, one of the biggest tech YouTubers. Dave 2D. What's going on? Here's why I lead into this.
Load of money and they just give it to them. What do you mean?
Here's why I
They're
lead
just
into
like
this.
mention
I
us
want to be clear.
sometimes.
I want to be clear. Maybe Marquez and others are being extorted in this way, where it's like, we're this percent of your channel
We
revenue.
can't say that. We're saying a lot.
Like,
No,
someone
I'm saying
as big as them, there's no way that they take anything from them because the power, like obviously that tweet that Marquez sent out, obviously the
true.
power is in Marquez, Marquez's court. So it's like that's the thing is like you can't.
Yeah.
Like these brands, you can be so successful because you have the power of the people, but that can switch so quickly, and I think we're seeing it now.
I relate to that whole thing with Sam too, because when I was younger, especially in my earlier career, there were instances of like people scared the shit out of me. Like maybe I did have a minor slip up, or maybe I didn't do anything and I was bullied in a similar way. And I just thought because of the power dynamic, like I'm in the wrong, I got to do anything and everything to fix the situation. But this was December 2022, Sam.
Yeah, wow.
I'm surprised that you responded, but I'm also surprised that you're just now saying something. This is ridiculous to do to you.
Yeah.
I get,
they're the kings of punching down. That's what it is.
Yeah, and I felt really bad. I felt really bad about it. And I felt bad and I meant what I said. I immediately was like, I'm sorry. And I want to make this right. Like, that's what I wanted to do. And I should have probably met them in a middle area versus, I think at the end of the day, I ended up sending them $49 to license the tracks. I think that's like usually what royalty-free tracks cost to like license.
If I'm in your shoes, not that it does anything now, but when first of all, I wouldn't ask them what's fair. That's immediately where they were like, we got him. Like, because you were asking them what's fair. I would have been like, how does YouTube treat this normally? First of all, the way YouTube treats it is like disproportionate too. Like you'll have a 20-second song and they'll give the entire ad revenue to the thing. But that's the thing.
The worst case is they get ad revenue. They can't sue you. You know,
like you being like, hey, I'll give you the ad revenue, and them going, well, that's not fun. I would have stopped responding. Like, especially when they're like iPhone CADs or something. I'm like, okay, I would have not said anything. I would have paid them the ad revenue without a discussion. I would have been like, here's the ad revenue. Okay, I'm out. Like, not even being part of the conversation anymore, or letting them like do weird shit to you. That was so odd of them. Like, I can't. How old is this person? because Dbrand has been around for a while, and I feel like this was cool and edgy when I was young, and they
like
felt young.
2015.
But like now, this is like a 40-something-year-old man likely treating people like this and talking to people like this.
Well, and yeah, clearly I guess I got played into the power dynamic of like big companies scary, so I should just do whatever they want and like play into their stupid social media. Yeah, I feel like an idiot.
Though.
Why did I do that? I know, but it's just like, and honestly, I think a lot of it is like wanting to be in the cool kids club of like Dbrand works with Marquez. I want to be a bigger tech YouTuber, so I should be on their good side. I should do what they want.
This to you, would you have worked with them?
I don't think I realized. I don't think I really realized what this situation was until about 30 minutes ago. I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna be straight up, dude. I reread this the other day.
From here on out, you're gonna carry yourself like you are Marquez Brownlee, okay?
Yeah, I guess.
With the confidence that you attract brands. You don't go to them; they come to you, okay?
Okay. All right. I think I can. Yeah. I think that time as well was like channel wasn't doing. Yeah, there just wasn't as much confidence. Because like today, I feel like I don't think I would respond the same way. Especially seeing like how they've acted with other people publicly. I guess I should have just assumed that. Yeah, basically, I guess hit me up if like you've had a weird experience with them. Maybe we can have a support group.
Don't hit me up. I'm not going to be the Dbrand complaints guy.
Hit me up at hitmeup.ai/Sam Kohl, which is a cool AI messaging service where you can talk to me and my AI assistant. That is
not you at all.
No, I can message you. It's part of a startup that I'm an advisor towards, so it's a disclosure. But
well, what's it called?
Hit me up.
It's called Hit Me Up.
Yeah.
I thought
it's called Hit Me Up, but it's not me at all.
No, it is me. So basically, the AI like helps manage your conversations, but then you can also like just talk. You can also just hop in and reply directly to fans.
I just Googled Hit Me Up, and the top.
Oh no.
The top thing is Hit Me Up, NYC's vetted community for poly and kink.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one he's the advisor for.
Is that what you're referring to, Sam?
That's him.
That is not the one that I joined.
That's him.
Since I've been extorted. Perhaps I've been extorted twice.
Yeah. You can talk to Sam through that. Yep. Sam, this is like 11 years into doing YouTube, and you know what I've realized?
What, man?
Making videos is so hard.
Yeah.
If only there was a way to make making videos easier.
I feel like there's always just these specific shots I need, and it's like, I don't have the time and effort to go out and get it.
I don't have a drone. I don't know how to fly a drone. Like, what do you want me to do? You know? I guess that's why today's episode is sponsored by a new sponsor, our friends over at Storyblocks. Yay, welcome Storyblocks to Genius Bar. How great. Unlimited downloads of diverse and high-quality media for one predictable, repeatable subscription cost? Say goodbye to paying expensive pay-per-clip pricing. No more of that. They have everything curated, a stock library that has everything you need to create high-quality video in one space. How lovely.
Dude, it's the best motion library on the planet, frequently combined and refreshed with commission content based on customer demand. So they're listening to what people want. They're adding it later. I've seen this. I've used the service. Some months I'll be checking and I'm like, oh, they added it. They listened it. Just to me. Listen, guys, they keep you legally covered with clear-cut licensing and coverage so you can focus on creating, not double-checking your legal rights. Anything you download with Storyblocks is 100% royalty-free. It's easy to use from search to editing to publishing. There's even a plugin for Adobe Creative Cloud, which is sick, so you can like have it in your workflow if you used Adobe. Guys, for a limited time, get 3 additional months free if you sign up with an annual individual license plan. Go to storyblocks.com/genius to take advantage of the exclusive offer, only available until the end of May 2024. That is not long at all. The offer won't appear at checkout, but rest assured it will be automatically added to your account shortly after you sign up. So for a limited time, that's 3 additional months free when you go to storyblocks.com/genius.
They're actually insane. Over 1 million 4K and HD footage downloads available, templates, motion graphics templates, music. Sam, that would have helped you. Sound effects, images, and more. Again, that's storyblocks.com/genius to take advantage of this very exclusive, very special, only available until the end of May 2024 offer. 2024. Could you imagine doing this show in 2024 still? Storyblocks.com/genius. Thank you so much. 3 additional months for free if you sign up with an individual annual license. That's storyblocks.com/genius. Thank you, Storyblocks, for sponsoring this episode of the Genius Bar.
Is extortion like illegal or anything, or you just shouldn't do it, or what's the vibe there?
Yeah, I mean, no, it's not. It's frowned upon, you could say.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, it depends on like the avenue of extortion, like just joking around.
Twitter DM.
Yeah. Twitter DM, like that, dude. I cannot believe it's just now that that's coming out. Jesus Christ.
When you say that, are you mad at me? I feel like you're mad.
What?
She's messaging my AI. Dude, I think it's respectful.
I have a crush on you. The response from Sam's AI. Hi,
don't dox,
thanks for
Sarah.
writing Sam Kohl a message.
Literally,
before
it's
I send
literally
it.
not letting me text. You have to enter your phone number.
Yeah, you have to
before.
enter your phone number or your email to make sure you're a human, because I don't want
we're done with
bots
that.
wasting the.
Lame.
You wouldn't want to
I get
waste
it.
the AI's time.
Well, they did say it actually is pretty expensive to like run the servers and stuff, so I get it. But yeah, okay. Well, I guess we learned there's more than one victim in this whole thing.
You were about to ask something and then you stopped.
I guess I just don't know how I feel about this, because
Like
I
said,
just
I'm
feel,
surprised this is just now coming out.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize my ignorance in the situation and their weirdness at the time.
They did, and that's the problem.
Yeah, the problem is they're adults and run a big legit company.
They
and
spent time
they're
doing
over
that.
here on Twitter saying stuff like this.
Yeah, I guess.
And the ball's on them
Yeah,
because you're not nobody.
Hopefully someone can just learn from this experience, and if anybody ever tries to do that, just hit me up.
Hit me up.
And
That's
also,
great brand outreach.
if you're a brand out there,
Don't.
DM like it's going to show up in a podcast in the future.
Just
Well, here's the thing, and I want to be clear. I've never shared DMs like that before, but I guess apparently I'm glad I did, because I was going to tell the story. I was not going to like tell it like that. I would have just been like, oh, they asked me for this, haha.
So unless Sarah and I would have seen the messages and the way that went down, you wouldn't even think twice about that conversation. What?
No, I was like, it's a little weird.
Little weird.
Sam.
It's very icky.
I feel like I need to have like mentorship Zooms with like up and coming like YouTubers and influencer people. Because I feel like people are just getting like fudged by brands.
Yeah.
Fudged.
You know, you don't know how much power you actually have.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe that's it. Because I don't know. I feel like nobody actually like watches my videos or cares. So I'm always just like, at the end of the day, I'm nothing
hey,
from
bud,
the dust.
Bud, hey, buddy,
Yeah.
are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You need a hug.
Talk.
Never been better.
What is happening on this show right now?
No, I don't know.
Are you all right?
I feel like I've learned a lot today. I wasn't expecting to learn a lot, and it's just one of those days. My brain had to. I feel some extra neurons like making room for the information up there.
I'm glad.
My synapses are firing on all cylinders, dog.
You got any more DMs with any other brands that we should know about?
Yeah, seriously.
That whole apology, the whole Casetify thing, like, you could be real. Were they threatening you?
No, I asked them if they
Okay.
did it, and they said we can't
Blink
comment
twice
at this
if you're
time.
being held hostage.
Are any other brands doing this to you currently?
Well, no, I didn't. I don't steal shit often, and again, I didn't even mean.
I don't
yeah.
steal shit often.
Often.
Sam Kohl.
I mean, I'm saying it's not like a common occurrence where I'm always like looking over my shoulder.
Oh my gosh.
You
right,
should steal
well.
a song from me next. I will have somehow convinced you to edit my videos for a year.
Yeah, I just think the whole Dbrand party is kind of over, and
But what's funny is like, okay, cancellations.
yeah.
They
Let's
really
talk about that.
yes, like you know, David Dobrik gets canceled from YouTube, but he's a star on Snapchat, still making millions. You know,
Snapchat still alive?
Yeah, Casetify gets canceled, but I still see every other TikToker with a Casetify face, like family vloggers. You know, they weren't paying attention to that scandal at all. Like a family vlogger doesn't care, and they're still gonna get their cases. So the reality is, Dbrand is still gonna be around, and people are still gonna buy their stuff. You know,
I think
maybe the tech audience will just maybe some of the YouTubers who push it will not push it as much anymore.
And
you know.
And
maybe that's
remind everybody we're talking about stickers here. Like
and they're really annoying to put on.
Bro, that's even more embarrassing. I got extorted by a sticker company.
You did. Think about how much work it takes to put their stuff on your phone. Well, I feel like
this was a juicier podcast than expected.
Yeah, I feel like this is like.
I feel like this podcast is gonna get in trouble. I feel like maybe we should restart.
I'm gonna say this is the first Genius Bar where I've been like, is this gonna be in a news article somewhere?
I have been on the Genius Bar like 2 or 3 times that has never seen the light of day. This one has to make it.
Oh yeah,
this one has to make it.
2 or 3 times. It's only been once.
No, I think there was another time.
It was literally I think 2 times.
I think John just hates you.
I think I've been on it
What
twice.
happened the first time?
Damn.
That it didn't make it. I think it was another
Did Sam
VR
say
one.
something bad?
I literally think it was 2 VR ones.
No.
Or no. We did a whole talking bit. And then we did VR, and the VR didn't work out, but you just scrapped the talking bit, you know?
Yeah,
because we did like half an episode and the other half was supposed to be in VR thing.
There was still an hour of us just hamming it up.
Honest, this has to go out, Sam.
I think now I got beef with you guys, so I think I'm going to cancel you guys next.
Okay,
just extort me.
This is
SaraDietschy.com or peachy.com/extort.
Okay, hey, actually, I am going to extort you. Hey guys, everyone, these Peachy Pod AirPod cases.
Peachy Pods, yes.
Oh, this is so pretty.
Yeah.
I have forgotten that I am paying a $150 storage fee to Printful for these, and I only have like 50 to 100 left. So I've slashed the prices in half.
You heard it here
you
first.
You can go to SaraDietschy.com.
Yeah.
And click the little merch button and get cute little peachy AirPod cases.
You can make Sarah's life easier right now for just how much?
Because I think I slashed them down to like $12.
For
and
just
$12. I'm going to slash them to like $6 because I basically need to like get rid of the inventory because I don't want to be paying the inventory fees anymore.
You can for just $12 or iPhone Catch for the next 2 years.
Prices have been slashed.
There you go. I'll slash the dark mode ones even more.
Wow.
So there you go. There's me extorting the Genius Bar.
But this seems fun. I love the little peach thing. That's
and you know what? Just to really hammer this home, until I see all of those sold out, I'm not showing up for Genius Bar again.
Oh,
until all of those are out of storage and sold, you get shit. You get nothing, audience. Am I not worth $12.99 to you? I'm just saying.
Appreciate it. Yeah,
that's really cool.
Sam, why do you look so concerned?
There's just a lot going through my head right now because now I'm thinking about merch, and I'm just like, how did you make a custom product? That's so cool. It's like I got extorted. I need custom merch. Do I have a baby? Let's go have a baby, maybe.
Okay, Sam, do you not remember the story because it's not as glorious?
Yeah.
As you probably think.
Trust me selling this is just trying to get money back, not making money. So it's actually not very glamorous at all.
Okay. Go support
that situation was also not great that happened to Sarah. When
are you going to talk about... are you ever going to? Okay, fair.
No.
Fair.
Yeah. I have moved on with all things in my life.
See, maybe we should.
I am a new person. All I had to do was, almost die, and I am thriving out here. I am so glad I got to spend some time talking to my friends, talking to real life humans, because my days are awesome.
Since
I get
we're
to
letting
just hang
go
out
of
my little
beef,
baby, but
since we're
but
letting
it is
go
nice
of
to talk to
beef,
adults. Mm-hmm.
I think we should, since you are so forgiving today, I think we should also drop the beef of maybe being upset with Jon about the edit of the VR episode. I'm just putting stuff on the table.
Right.
Since we're letting go of beef.
I think I'll delegate that beef to the audience because
Don't put them in charge of anything.
Where's the VR episode with Sara
Mistake.
Dietschy? What happened to that?
I'm just as bad as Jonathan Morrison.
Jonathan Morrison also is holding captive one of our episodes, but I think he is going through it. I think. I'm not sure. I haven't really talked to the gentleman.
I think the moral of any story with that is always shoot your own content, because I've been put in a situation
We did.
like that too. Oh,
We shot it all.
We did.
On our way out, he said, "I'll take the footage. I'll edit it," and he did. He took all the footage. We literally don't have the footage.
You didn't copy the footage on.
No, we wiped the cards.
He deleted it.
What?
Yeah, we wiped. I think it was a group effort.
Yeah, and then we literally never. Sam and I took him out to dinner, and we never heard from him again.
Oh man. Okay. Well,
I was mad too, because in that episode, basically the first time Jonathan Morrison was on the show, I was being a little aggressive, calling him an Apple Golden Boy, and I basically I privately apologized to him before, but I gave him a hug on the show, and I felt like we really came full circle. Sorry, I grew up as a person and came full circle. He's just the same person, and I feel like it was just, I don't know. I felt like it was a good episode. We're talking about Vision Pro and our hopes before Apple announced it, because it's actually been a year since we did that episode.
Oh man!
Imagine uploading it now. I was also at my fattest.
So
we should just upload that now.
That's so unfortunate, because I also understand that feeling too, because I remember when I just dropped out of college and I was trying to do all these video jobs, I bit off way more than I could chew doing a music video, and I just could not do it. What?
Have we played this music video on the show before? I'm getting flashbacks.
Oh, yeah, no, that's the law of supply and demand. That's a video I did finish.
Okay.
This was after when I was actually good at making videos, and we shot the craziest music video, but it was so convoluted that I was like, this edit's gonna kill me, and I literally had to give she didn't pay me. I was like, you don't have to pay me, and then I just gave the footage back to the artist, and then she had someone else edit it. But I still gave the footage back. So I understand the struggle of just not being able to edit something because you're so over it, or maybe audio went wrong or something. But I am shocked that you one, you didn't copy the footage of your own computer, but two, he never gave it back. That's kind of funny.
Well, Jon,
it's sad. I'm sorry.
I guess we're both victims today.
Yeah, I guess.
I feel this, honestly,
guess so.
You should have a geniusbar.com/extortion, and you should demand $1,000 from everyone in your audience.
I like this. I like this. Or $12.99.
Or $12.99.
You get to
For the
choose
Peachy Pods.
1,000 or $12.99.
Yeah.
Wow, guys. Sarah, last question.
Yep.
People say being a parent is life-changing. Is it life-changing?
Yes. I mean, yeah. I think I'm more changed by the birth experience. And so I don't think that's very universal, because now that we're on the other side, this seems like the easy part, right? But I know a lot of things are relative.
Are you ever going to do this again?
Yeah. A part of me, when it happened, I was like, oh, I'm one and done. This was crazy. I'm terrified of giving birth again. But on the flip side, I'm just like, man, I feel like I really deserve a good experience too. Because I wasn't able to breastfeed, and I wasn't able to do a lot of things that I was looking forward to, that I'm genuinely bummed out about. And so, on one part, I'm like, man, I do want another shot. So we'll see. But yes, of course. I mean, it's I like made a human and I get to hang out with that human and snuggle all day. It's like, I don't know, it's like the best thing ever. So I know for me, it was definitely like a perspective shift too. Cause I'm like, oh, like this is like purpose. And now everything with YouTube feels like the cherry on top, you know? And so it's actually
OJ died.
I didn't even know OJ died. So now it just
Dude, wait, this has been an insane episode.
This is gonna there's like a few episodes in Genius Bar history that like stand the test of time as like a pivotal moment. And this is in a group of like 3 episodes where it's like, remember that?
Maybe let me see if I can do an ender and see if Baby Peach can come say hi. If she's not asleep. If she's not asleep. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Drum roll, please.
If she is asleep, wake her up anyway.
Just for us. I can't believe I got extorted. That's crazy.
Yeah, you really did. And I vaguely remember you bringing this up to me privately.
It like that.
No, I didn't see the conversation. I feel like I failed you as a friend.
No, I probably didn't say much because they said don't tell anybody. And I was like, well, I don't want to get in trouble by telling anybody. Is this how predators work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is how it happens. Except this was like not that long ago. Like this Sam is not that far away from that Sam.
I will say, in my own defense,
okay,
I feel like I'm in a completely different spot in my life today than a year and a half ago.
Like, would you let this happen now?
Well, not anymore now that I had this conversation, but
yeah.
Now I'm gonna be the extorter. I'm gonna pass on that trauma.
Yeah.
Who can I extort?
Yeah, who's next?
That sounds really like mean and stressful. I don't know.
Oh, Sam.
Yeah, what a day.
I'm so curious what happens now. Like, I don't know. Once this episode is out,
it's in
the audience's hand.
I don't know if we release.
No, we have to release it. We're releasing it.
Is it? I have a moral qualm with showing DMs, but do you see why I wanted to? No. Do you see why I wanted to show them now, though?
Yes, this is going out.
But I'm saying, like, I don't want people to think, oh, any message we send him, he'll just expose. Like, that's not what I do. It's just,
I had to turn off the light. Didn't want it to be dark. But, hi, Baby Peach. Say hi. She has the hiccups.
Tell her to knock it off.
Baby Peach is now on. That's
the first
episode?
baby on Genius Bar.
Yeah, I was gonna say and also she will always go down as a Genius Bar guest now.
Yeah.
Baby Peach.
Whatever she grows up to become, a doctor, a lawyer, a YouTuber, a Snapchatter, the president of the United States, we will always be able to say, first, you were a guest on Genius Bar.
Yep, it's true. It's true.
Did she say her first words yet?
No, Dude. Yeah, was that a serious question?
She, on paper, she was supposed to be born like yesterday.
What?
Sam, for
babies say words. Am I crazy? We all started talking at some point.
When do you think they say words?
Don't they start yapping? Don't they start going like, oh, like 3 days or something?
So she is a 7-pound 3-month-old. So for context, when babies come out of your person, they're usually like 6 to 8 pounds.
Okay.
So 3-month-olds are usually like well past, they're probably like 15 pounds. So she has a lot of catching up to do because she was born 3 months early.
Gotcha.
Basically. So she's almost to holding her head up on her own. So those are our milestones. Her next milestone is holding her head up. She's almost there.
Yeah,
That's
the
really
odds
cute.
are she's not supposed to be here at all. The fact that she made it is just
dude. How does that even work? How do you
crazy
just grow a kid in a little incubator? That's crazy. I got to get me one of those.
A tough baby. Look at that baby.
Bless you, baby girl.
That baby has seen battles we will never see.
Yeah, she's strong. She's a strong one.
No.
Hell yeah. I mean, heck yeah.
Imagine
heck yeah.
your first moments of existence are just fighting for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. That's amazing.
I know.
Guys,
That baby, I can tell you right now, would not have stood for being extorted by Dbrand.
Exactly.
I'll tell you.
What is that a better job?
Exactly.
Absolutely not, Dbrand, is what she would have said. Those would have been her first words.
I know.
Oh.
I know. Tell me about it. You got
I
something
feel
to say?
like no Apple News matters at this point.
Yeah.
I want to get to
Especially
that
since they're a
point.
Satan company.
Oh wait, she has something to say.
Oh. Well.
Dbrand. Whoa, my God, that's her first word.
Wow.
Wow.
You got something to say? She's so perplexed. She's like, what is going on?
Oh.
Well,
Is this her first podcast appearance? Did it happen here?
This is her first podcast experience.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
I'm so sorry. Oh, my.
Yep.
Imagine for some reason, because this happened, she goes back to watch this episode 24 years from now. The roller coaster that she's on in this episode. Dbrand will be long gone. The stickers won't work anymore. Imagine getting a message from her 24 years from now on like Facebook or MySpace when it comes back, and she's like, "Sam, you really got extorted there, buddy."
you really got diddled by Dbrand. The
Now you can
Dbrand
see her
diddle.
better.
That's what we call it.
I feel
Wow,
like
she
the
is a
light is so
beautiful-
bright.
A beautiful little sponge.
She's being blinded by
even-
her potential.
I know, even her eyes aren't fully developed yet. So when she sees like lights, she's like, oh, what is that? What is that, baby girl? I know. Hi.
Well, official congratulations. I don't know if we got to tell you that, but that's
Oh yeah,
amazing.
congratulations, Sarah.
You're going to be the best mom, and John's
So
going to be the best
proud of
dad
you.
ever.
Thank you. This is what I do all day. I just stare into these beautiful eyes.
Well, for real, we're so proud of you for one making it
Yeah.
through that, but also not being just
Yeah.
horribly mad at the world for what it did to you.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been joking and laughing, but there was a minute where I was like, I hope she's actually okay.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I'm glad.
It's been a journey. Life is a gift.
Yes, it is. God, I gotta have a kid. All right, let's go have a kid. Thank you, guys.
Is this an offer?
to anyone? Yeah.
So, yeah, there's usually an order of operations there.
Okay.
So
To anyone, it's an open invitation on Sam's Hit Me Up.
Here's what people do. Dude, if you send this AI, it'll be like, I want to have a baby. It's going to reply with, we like to keep things family friendly here. Do you want to talk about Sam's interest in Apple or something? That's pretty fun.
Will it really talk to me about Apple if I
Yeah.
message it?
Yeah, it's very cool. There's a reason I'm...
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What's the benefit of messaging your AI ever?
Well, the thing is,
If it's not you.
I get to personally read every message. It's just I can choose what I want to respond to. So like sometimes the AI will fully handle a conversation and answer, and other times I'll pop in and be like, "Hey, somebody was like, where do you like to run in LA?" And I was like, "I like Venice Beach because it's flat and it's easy."
Will the person know if it's you or the AI?
Yeah, it makes a distinction. But yeah, it's really cool. They're working on monetization options for creators. We had a dinner this week about it. It's cool.
Oh, now
look how tiny this baby is.
Whoa.
Her newborn outfit doesn't even fit because her legs are so short.
Oh,
Whoa.
she's just in a potato sack.
Yeah. Hi. Hi. Oh, look at that face, you guys.
Oh,
It's amazing. That's so cool.
I'm so jealous. She's just starting.
Yep.
Her journey starts now.
She don't know about extortion.
No, she doesn't.
She don't know
She'll
about
never even know that
stickers.
Dbrand existed. Because after this episode goes out, their days are numbered. I tell
Yep.
you what.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, this is the full human
Anyway, to
experience of
answer
the
your
Genius
question,
Bar.
Sarah, yes, we did flip on Vision Pro.
Yeah.
We did flip.
But also, I would say he leans generally more positive. I lean generally more negative, and I guess sounds like you're kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
Shocker.
I'm just
Bless
like,
you. Bless you.
oh,
Bless you.
Oh.
That's enough now. Yeah, my grandma would bless me twice, and that third sneeze, she was just pissed.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, stop now.
Oh, yeah, what a day. I feel tired. I feel like we emotionally went through a lot.
I feel emotionally
That
exhausted.
was a lot.
Okay, well, thank you, Sarah. You're the best. Go follow Sarah everywhere. She's the #1 YouTuber in the world now. She's back.
#1 YouTuber.
Barely making videos, but
She's back.
I'm
more videos
declaring
than me.
a fact.
Same, honestly.
Hey,
Sam
at
and I
least-
are really slacking.
At least the video that you were really proud of and spent like 30 hours of editing on broke 30K views, so that's fair.
Oh,